Hey everybody, Joe Haygood here. Whoa, my microphone is way out of place. Joe Haygood here, aka mclazyj. We're back. It is, what day is it? It is Saturday. And we're going to be playing some Outer World. Now, you might be saying, hey, why are you streaming so early? And I have to go get my other phone. Suspense. Okay. So you may be asking, why are you using your other phone? Well, it's simple. I am Or why am I streaming this early? I can't even put two sentences together right now. How about that? So the reason I am streaming early today is my wife has a hair appointment. I did not stream last night, and because of her hair appointment, she's going to be there for a couple hours getting a color and blowout and all that good stuff. I figured I would take the time to stream. Now, why do I need my other phone? Because Manchester City is playing right now. And I can't use the TV to play video game stream. So, I'm doing the next best thing I can, which is putting my phone over here and watching it. But let's get to it. So, if you remember last time, we were here in Fairfield and we were tasked with, we talked to Milver Street and we talked to, I can't remember the other lady's name. And they gave us two options for how to take on this location. And we decided, hey, that wasn't what I wanted to do, but it's what happened. Yes, so Officer Cower wants us to go after this location. So we can take it front and center. We could sneak around. Now we did say, hey, we'll do it front and center, but there's a chance maybe we don't, you know? Okay. Diabolical drones of doom. We could go after the drones first, just to clean it up, but let's do above and beyond, shall we? And then we can come back for the bots. So above and beyond repair mission. Now, it says if we talk to the Ministry of Accuracy, we might be able to get some credentials that we can use. So where is the Ministry of Accuracy?
Got me awful perturbed. Ain't reality hard enough without some nerve-wracking phenomenon touching holes in it?
Not everyone's cut out for life in an anti-encampment. It's intense, but only free to attend, and we sleep in shit. God's got me enough.
Might I have a word, Commander? I know I've been pushing to find DeVries, so this might seem a bit of a left turn. Avoid it. I'm just gonna ask. Got an old friend here on the island. The doctor who patched me up after Horizon Point. Ex-protectorate, a good man. Tracked on the Westport a short time ago, but never got up the nerve to visit. Reckon we could drop by and pay him a visit? Brief one, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Not sure he'd still consider me such, but that's part and parcel of the reason I want to see him. I had some
Okay.
bad years on my own. Now with you here being part of a team, this might sound a mite soppy, but I feel like I could be a proper agent again. That starts with writing accounts. This friend of mine,
I've got my new
Zeb the Doctor,
Goonies shirt.
I let him down.
This is our time. It's
I've
our
been
time
chewing on
down
that
here,
live
and
wire
it says
for
the
a while.
Goonies on the back
Too long, maybe.
with the silhouette of all the characters.
After I recovered from Horizon Point, Zeb and I ran together for a spell, doing what we could to help folks in difficult spots. Fighting protectorate tyranny in small ways. Too small for Zeb, as it turned out. He was unhappy before I showed up, and after, well, all my directorate talk fired him up even more. I had my orders. I was to stay low. Couldn't let the protectorate catch wind of an Earth Directorate agent in its midst. But Zeb, he kept pushing to take more extreme action. Resistance is a mite strong. Wasn't like he was part of some greater movement. He avoided speaking out of line, but he was already spinning up discontent by the time we met.
Okay.
I think I've given the wrong impression. For all his anger, it wasn't like Zeb was going around with a revolver, much as he might have wanted to. We mostly help folks avoid getting into trouble over minor infractions. Or tried to anyway.
Okay.
We worked hard. But the Arbiters and Sentinels, well, they worked harder. Often than not, our help only made targets of the folks whose lives we were trying to improve. Didn't matter what we did. Arcadia was still caught under the Protectorate's boot. Well, you weren't. Anyway.
Damn, he just
Zeb
straight up told me,
and I
well,
couldn't
you
find
weren't
the rhythm
there.
We had before. We were arguing every day. Eventually, cutting ties just seemed for the best. Clean like. Only later I learned Zeb hadn't given up the struggle like I assumed he would. He got to stay in mental refreshment for his trouble. That's the last I heard of him, till recent. If it weren't for Zeb, I'd be in the ground. It's a debt I never properly repaid. Plus, I don't relish his last memory of me being a vanishing act. I owe him better. And since finding you, well, a lot feels possible now that didn't before. Much appreciated, Commander. Promise, I won't be making a habit of pulling skeletons out of my
Okay,
closet.
so I guess we should go
Westport's
see
on
the
east side of
doctor
the island.
first.
I tracked Zeb to somewhere on its outskirts, but never got up the nerve to visit before now. We ought to start there.
Okay, so we gotta go visit the doctor. Well, I mean, we don't have to, but we're gonna be a nice guy and go visit the doctor because we were just asked. Go visit the doctor. Technically, I've already gone to visit him, but I had to replay a small section of this game. And one of the things I did not end up doing after that was going to visit the doctor.
Got time to clean the latrine. Moral of the story?
Oh, this is a different doctor.
Smooth corporate life is so confusing for us protectorate folk. Do you mind if I ask you a question?
Sure, shoot.
Thank you.
Are you gonna ask your question?
I did. When I asked if I could ask a question, that was my question. We don't ask to. May the sovereign. Have a profitable day.
Mind your own business interests.
I thought they were talking about the doctor in town, but I guess not.
Ask them defectors if they miss anything about protectorate life.
10 bits, they said community.
Yep. Community.
If I've learned anything from the last Outer Worlds game I played, is just wandering around out in the wilderness can be a dangerous
This stretch runs
thing.
between Fairfield and the Eastern Forward Operating Base. North of here is an old abandoned chapel. Dang, ought to be charted for information.
Careful, friend. Reckon there might
Careful
be a
of friendly
few
fire if you
scrap
head down
bones
past the
wandering
farm.
around.
Last time we wandered past, they opened fire on us. A real code 472. 472 means they're gonna fill anything that moves full of holes.
If you're wondering why there's so many engineers sitting here on their rears, it's because the dang Crobbles ran us out of the desalinator. Now we're stuck here on standby wages.
I don't even want to think about the damage those crabbles are gonna do to peddle your wares elsewhere.
Okay, well, go pound sand.
Word is Milver Street is ordering a watch on the protectorate survivors in Westport. Wants any
Okay.
changes reported. I hate that kind of work. It always sounds like so much effort.
Interesting.
That kind of thing ain't even on my contract. Milver Street is offering bits rewards.
Scout report.
Sir, looks like the repair center is still out of order, sir. Howdy, Scout.
Oh, what's this? Is
These
this like a
anti-soldiers seem twitchy to you? Might want
oh
to sneak my
Bounty's
way out.
Agra Center? Special stealth credits. Oh shit! Oh, I made mistakes.
The insides are leaking outside.
Yep, I made a mistake.
Commander, watch your vitals. Appreciate a little help, Commander.
Commander, you are dying. We did not advise at this time. Health benefits available at your request. This unit patiently awaits repair.
I will not be overlooked further. Still here. Good. Still angry.
You guys healed the trouble before you died. Look at a few corpses left, Commander.
Finally. I'm
Damn it!
New-ish.
somebody cover me or what? Because my docket's completely empty. Mandatory retirement indeed.
ready to waste them. On your command.
Resuming hostilities.
Well, this wasn't what I was planning to have happen. I didn't realize this was a hostile location. But it seems I have now made some decisions, whether they were good or bad. I guess we'll find out at some point. There's some more dead people up here. I'm working on picking up a bunch of extras. Might as well clean all these guys out. Well, I'm looking for other bodies that I dropped, you know? Also, now I have a chance to go look around and do some exploring. That looks bad. We didn't do that. Okay. Still 0-0 in my game. Promotion acceleration program. Okay. What's inside the building now? Well, I wouldn't have gotten into a giant ass firefight with all these dudes if I'd have known. I thought they were like friends with the other guys, but I guess not. Or maybe they were good people and we just didn't realize it. Let's see. I might as well replace that. We'll take that for right now. Okay. Yeah, well, we're not changing that. What do we got? Weapon observation report. Okay, so we already looked at that. Traction device, drug crash. So that's what happened to me using the health too often. I don't know if that was a thing that could happen to you. Yeah, but we also did defeat the guy, so... Oh, this guy's right here. Oh, now we get to like go through and yes, I should have drank that. I don't know why I didn't, but yeah, we almost got our health back. Oh. Did not mean to do that at all. That was not what I meant to do.
Unsanitary conditions detected.
So we don't have the ability to open that door. Unless we find a research lab. E-card. Which I have to assume is somewhere around here. We'll hold on to that.
I've counted at least 6 horrendous death screams since you arrived. You must be affected as well. Could it be? You seem an honest-to-goodness rational human being, unhindered by bloodlust, unshackled from their basal gangrene.
So.
Well then, by the Loeffler Risk Intercession Act, under Outbreak Provision 5A, I hereby press you into service to aid me in our present crisis.
Okay.
Ormsby, Product Envisioner, Department of Proprietary Methodology and Audacious Advances, am your interim supervisor. Yes, tragedy has befallen a number of my subordinates. I will trust you not to make
Manchester
light of
City has a corner kick right now. Foden's lining up for it.
To the exciting news. New
Holland's still
opportunity.
1 goal
You
away from 100 in the
for
Premier League.
As an aide de camp of sorts, on a brief
That would make
yet
him the
no
fastest
doubt
to get there.
exhilarating assignment. Our lab had been researching the red spores that grow nearby to see if they might contribute to future Auntie's Choice products. As per usual, we threw precaution to the wind. A local spore sample interacted with a wonderfully preservative-rich diet of Auntie's Choice personnel, inadvertently leading to a chance reaction causing profound irritability. To a somewhat homicidal degree, it would seem to appear. By that measure, our work here could be considered a moderate success.
Could be considered a moderate success.
I mean, only judged by that narrow frame of reference. An auspicious start by certain ways of thinking, but I hardly share. I care about my staff so much. Speaking of the team, such as they are in their present deranged state, how did you make it past them? You know, without being killed. Aha, thought so. Sometimes with screaming, it can be difficult to discern.
Like, I'm being killed, and I'm running amok.
So close to, I'm running amok. Shame. The staff and I all had
It's so hard to
chemistry.
distinguish between the two.
Suppose it couldn't be helped, though. What matters most is getting out of here alive, saving our researchers a close second, and curing my remaining colleagues a third.
I don't know if there are any remaining.
Well, it should all be rather straightforward, yes? I suspect we'd use a top-down indirect coronium synthesis method, don't you think? Oh dear. It's occurred to me this might benefit to some extent from medical training. Are you perhaps someone well-versed with pharmacological matters? Apologies. I do tend to assume everyone has a doctorate. No matter if you are capable of following simple instructions, I'm sure I can guide you through it. Tremendous. Well then, before we roll
Vardy just did basically a full-on American football style tackle. Oh my goodness. What a stop by the goalie.
Whole thing was ghastly. One of my assistants and I heard a loud noise. He left to investigate while I continued working on our experiment. When I failed to return, I peeked outside and saw the others run in, bloody, gibbering, hunting for targets. They'd clearly been exposed to some virulent new form of experimental agent. I ran back and locked myself in this test chamber to avoid contamination. Well then, anything else before we proceed? Our lab's focus is the utilization of local flora and fauna in development of commercial products and proprietary methods. Not as much as I'd love to natter on.
we ought to get into the matters at hand. Damn, sorry guys, I have had sinus issues since the weather has changed.
We'll need two things: fresh samples of the red spores and the findings from the expedition that originally uncovered them. After that, an antidote should be possible in relatively short order, with your skilled assistance, of course. Fresh spores will be key in the formulation of an antidote, as will the particulars and analysis from the expedition. Spore samples may be taken from a red plant indigenous to an area of tall rock formations northwest of here, ingeniously referred to as the Red Spire. The research team's findings are on a terminal in another building on these same grounds, a satellite lab to this one, if you will. Once we have an antidote firmly in hand, we can save my remaining colleagues, so best not murder them all in the meantime.
You're gonna claw me up. Hold on a second. I need to grab something from back here. Blanket, because the cat wants to come jump. If she does, she'll just rip right through my clothes and claw the crap out of me. I do not need. Okay, he gave us a key card, right? Maybe we can open this door now? There we go. Oh, well, that's was stupid. I thought that was gonna be like some secret door we could come in. It's like, no. That was a bit of a bummer. Okay, so I guess we're changing our focus. And we're gonna go get the red spores. Okay, so we have to go find those in a certain spot. Said it was a big red covered rock. There are enemies here now? Oh. Well, the way they were knocking on that thing, I thought maybe there was some business in there, but I guess not. What about this door?
Typical Auntie's choice. Moving
Door is
fast and
barred
breaking
shut.
things.
Seems like it's gonna be too easy just for us to walk up here and like grab some red spores. Am I right? Like there should be probably something else that has to happen here, correct? Like there's gonna be somebody here to get me. I can't think that this is just gonna allow. I'm gonna be able to walk in here and get these fucking things. Oh, yeah.
Confronting threat. Emergency door
Don't make me bury another agent!
Something up there. Well, didn't I say that there was probably going to be something over here?
Goodwin here. Field report update. We are approaching the Raptidon den. These beasts have exhibited excessive irritability as of late. We endeavor to determine why. Surely the red spores aren't to blame. Windborne spores lack the catalytic agent of our food additives. Only way to be certain is to gather a stool sample. Simple enough. A routine task for the Audacious Advances field team. Quiet now as we approach the rap's nest. Certainly the spirited variety will offer... Oh, no. Oh, okay. We need to run now!
Yeah, we need to run now. It sounds like things didn't go as planned for them. It seems they were grossly mistaken on what could and couldn't happen here. There's an arm there. Oh, buddy, that was your arm. And apparently you have no head now. That's a sad day. And you don't have a leg.
Engaging hostile life forms.
Okay, well.
Sequencing attack strategies.
Well, I'm gonna say that we took him down. He is a big guy. So I probably am gonna have to change my weapons. Well, it's not that I want to change it, it's I just don't have any more ammo. Oof, you're missing both legs. Oh, you're just missing everything. I have gained a high security lockbox. So what were we looking to do? Oh, the plant right there.
Samples acquired. This quantity should be enough to produce the antidote.
So basically, we had to just get back to what's his name? Ormsby. What are you doing up there, cat? I don't know. The cat's like getting on top of my game cabinet, and now it's like I'm not sure, walking him back and forth in front of the TV, which is weird. Still 0-0. We're into stoppage time. Only 2 minutes of stoppage time. What is that? What is that place? I don't know. I don't want to get too distracted. Let's get this back here. I say that as I've been distracted twice. My original mission was to go find my original mission was to go to that, get those credentials, which turned into, oh, actually, I'm going to go see a doctor, which has now turned into, hey, let's go help this dude with the crazy people that we keep finding. And all this Raptidon stuff that we're dealing with. Since he didn't mention, like, oh yeah, there might be some creatures up there that you have to deal with. Thanks. Yeah, it's like this place just completely stopped. In time. As these people went crazy. Now, I don't think he has anybody to heal because I think we killed literally everybody in this camp. We have murderized everyone. Before we go see him, I didn't know there was a ladder up here. Oh, you know, curious to find what's up here. That looked like a ship. No, it's a combine of some sort. Okay.
My most favorite, least homicidal subordinate. How's all our field work progressing?
It's coming along.
Absolutely gorgeous. Look at you. And to think I just forcibly coerced the first gormless dunderhead who walked by.
Wow.
And found you. Lucky me. Now, first things first. Place the data cartridge in the drawer for me, right here, in the slot below my intercom. Insert that data cartridge for me. Insert that data cartridge for me. In the slot below my intercom.
Do I have a...
Follow me
Okay.
to give this a cursory eyeball and... perfect. I'm sure we have the correct neutralizing agent here in the lab. I'll nose out the exact compound within our chemical reserves in 2 shakes of a rat's tail. Always fortuitous to have ready access to a key chemical agent nearby. This might work out yet. Auntie may ignore our recent setbacks if I deliver an easy-to-market product. Just imagine the ad slogans. Air, now with extra fractiousness. Though, I suppose it only works on other Auntie's Choice employees, not our preservative-free rivals. Oh, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Now we must formulate an antidote. If we're able to save my remaining subordinates, they can help us rush this product to market. Normally, I'd say perfection can't be hurried, but... there. I have determined the ideal counteragent. Here you are. Place it and the spore samples into that synthesizer. Enable the device, and it will begin a working antidote momentarily. Return with it directly as soon as it does, if you please.
I have the antidote for horrible...
I cannot wait to put this entire sordid affair behind us. Though in the end, this should turn out to be quite a lucrative day. I saw you working the chemical synthesizer. I presume you were successful in creating an antidote? Good, good. Place the antidote into the slot here. I'll insert it into the air filtration system. That will cycle it throughout the area and cure all afflicted. When backup arrives and releases me, I'll run a tally of all here who survived.
There's nobody, bro. I killed everyone.
Experimental agent was quite effective. You can be sure that management and I will see it's put to good use. I may even get a promotion off this. Not budging? Oh, all right. I suppose I'd be willing to throw in a little extra as a merit bonus for your superlative performance. Wonderful, wonderful! Knew you seemed a bankably reliable sort. All right. I am activating the air filtration system. There. Should only take a few moments for the antidote to circulate. Everyone still alive should be right as rain shortly. Marvelous. You'll find your remuneration in the chest behind me. My supervisor will hear of your actions. Oh, and before I forget, I, Ormsby, under the power granted me by the Loeffler Risk Intercession Act, hereby free you from impressed service to Auntie's Choice. Be seeing you.
Okay. Oh, this is that door right there, which we could have gone out, I guess, instead of that one. Oh boy. Okay, so now that we've done that, let's go to back to our original quest, which was go see the doctor. Or second quest. Our first quest was the above and beyond repair, which we still need to get to. But first, yeah. It's technically it's Zeb, but we're gonna go find the doctor. Westport.
Commencing.
Oh, what the fuck happened in Westport? Oh shit, there's gonna be another one. Ouch. I probably don't want to turn the radio on. So I guess I should, let's see, I have 2 points available. Let's put one more into this and one more into this. Yeah, it's a good one to have. Let's go look at our inventory, shall we? There we go. Nope, too high, huh? It seems like that guy might have been doing something bad. I don't know, man. These houses are just plowed apart. What happened here, man? Boy, do I even want to find out what happened inside there?
Niles. Howdy, Zeb. You look well.
Do you always put your hands on other people? Has my mind been set upon my shadows?
Do you always put your stuff on hands on things you're not supposed to?
Can't imagine why you think that. I've only been gone 4 years.
Oh, back from your little saunter then, are you? Head all cleared? I must say you took quite the perambulation. I hope you didn't wear out your rotation adapters.
Zeb, this is the commander I told you about. One in charge of the Horizon Point mission.
Ah, yes. The same commander who nobly ordered you to leave your colleague to perish under rubble. No. I only dealt with the bloody aftermath. So, you are keeping company these days. Just not mine. I see no one here I would count a friend. And if you think a few gracious words will mollify me, you are sorely mistaken.
Look, I'm not just here to gas you up with empty apologies. I want to set things right between us.
I want to set things right.
Where were you when the war happened? Or when I was being carted off to mental refreshment? Where were you when I actually needed you?
I know I let you down before, but give me a chance to earn back your trust. There must be something I can lend you a hand with. I know you haven't given up the fight.
I haven't the time to patch your bleeding conscience, Niles. I'm in a situation that demands my full attention.
It's Baines. My team's been caught. Pharaoh and March are dead. Protectorate are holding the rest for interrogation. A ship is inbound to take us off-world, to the consul himself. I barely managed to evade capture. Damn it! It looks like the data went through, but there's something wrong with the connection. The cipher isn't transmitting.
Found her! You there! Step away from that terminal at once!
Audra! Fuck! It's all coming apart.
I knew something was wrong. What have you gotten yourself into here, Zeb?
What have you done now, Zeb?
I organized a mission to infiltrate the Vox to acquire valuable intelligence. But obviously, something's gone wrong. Without that cipher, the intelligence is worthless. But I'm more concerned about my people at the moment. If you're sincere in your desire to help, prove it. Rescue my friends before that ship departs with them on board.
Okay.
Please. It has to do with the location of a vault rumored to house the Protectorate's greatest technological advancements, including its skip drive designs. That's all I'll say for now.
I am. Without question.
Okay. If they're sending a ship, that means my people are being held on the Vox's landing pad. Use my call sign so they'll know you for an ally. I'm certain Niles remembers it. And do exercise discretion, as well as caution. The guards at the Vox won't hesitate to fire upon you, should you be discovered.
Not to worry. This is exactly the sort of thing we're trained to handle.
Yes, but the uniform doesn't stop bullets, as I'm sure you recall.
Good thing we know a doctor then.
I'll answer what I can. If you must know, it was my sister. A neighbor reported her for some misconduct and she was taken to be refreshed. I never heard what her alleged crime was meant to be. The woman who returned was nigh unrecognizable.
Huh.
The injustice of it rattled me. And once I began to look into what had happened, the more discomfort I felt. Then I met Niles. He told me the truth about other colonies. Made Arcadia feel so small, claustrophobic, repressive. And my smoldering resentments became a full conflagration. Stop there. I know what you would ask, but I've done my best to put that unpleasant experience behind me. Please respect my wish to avoid reopening closed wounds.
Okay, okay.
The Crabbles? They keep people away who might otherwise stumble into my operation here. I feel kindly toward them. Ah, of course. Hogarth and his unfortunate charges would be top of mind if you've explored the nearby settlement. I sympathize with the plight of those in Westport. They want nothing to do with me, of course, or anyone outside the Sovereign's grace, which has been to my benefit. I do believe that one day, the truth of the Protector's iniquity will be too obvious to ignore. But for now, not even a crowbar could pry open all those shut eyes.
Oh, so close. Bernardo. Bam. Okay, so we need to get in. We need a key to get into the Vox relay station, and that means we got to do this one because that guy didn't give us a way to get in. So we need to go back to our original stated purpose of the day, which was doing this mission. Because we need to get a key to get into the Vox Relay Center. Or the repair center. So the Ministry of Accuracy is where we're going to go next because they have the credentials that we're going to be looking for. Can you fast travel in this? You can. I do like a good fast travel point. I honestly do. Remembering the Sovereign's family. Well, let's see if we can go find some credentials. I mean, hey guys, what could go wrong? Okay, so...
Agent Ibarra, you failed to take your daily supplements 3 days in a row. Vitamins are a vital tool in aiding wound healing and achieving your long-term health goals.
We've talked about this, Val. Ain't polite airing folks' private health information in front of others.
If oral capsules are not your preferred delivery...
Huh, okay.
delivery method, suppositories may be a viable alternative.
All right, I'll take the damn supplements. The normal ones. And maybe I'll examine your courtesy settings while I'm at it.
Interesting.
Oh, what's this? Non-protectorate personnel just sauntering up onto my porch.
Quesnel.
Free as they please.
Quesnel?
Admit I'm accustomed to a higher standard of precaution. State your purpose, outsider, or exit yon way you came. Well, that all sounds rather exciting, like something out of an Aetherwave serial, which I've watched only for official research purposes, of course. Most in the Protectorate don't know what the Earth Directorate is, you know. Suspect you've received a few blank stares if you've mentioned it afore. Anyhow, you travel freely. I'll forgo appealing to your sense of duty, as those outside the Protectorate lack such motivating principles. I presume you accept payment for services? In my role, I compile material providing special insight on other colonies. Items prohibited to others, news logs, serials, and the like. During recent troubles, unsavory elements removed certain items from my old office. Among them, a series which took considerable time to assemble. Oh, to the point then. A full set of Science Adventures Quarterly has been sold to various unknown parties across the island. I put it to you to find them. Once you have one of the 10 periodicals in hand, I will trade you for rarities and bits. Stay true, outsider.
Okay.
And I'll take care of him, Commander.
Yeah, something tells me that's not the way for me to go right now. So let's as I say, since I don't think I can go up that mountain, I guess I have to go around this way.
Entering a confrontational state.
Dead.
How are you still upright over there?
Okay, so we must have run out of that thing was a pain in the ass, wasn't it? Well, we still don't have any more rounds for that thing, so...
Engaging hostile life forms.
Okay, so it took us some time to get here, but we arrived at the Ministry of Accuracy. Getting chippy in this game. Nothing on him. Any other? Oh yeah, somebody over here. What rounds does this thing need? Doors barred shut. Grenade. Might as well go to our food and... Oh, I don't want to get drunk.
Entering a confrontational state.
Look at a few courts low, Commander.
That didn't work out for these guys, did it? Excuse me. Okay. That's the front door. Excuse me.
I'll take fighting raps over living in a surveillance state any day of the week.
Okay.
Commander, watch your vitals!
Okay, I need to... Well, while I have the chance to do it, I've got the... That's where we came from.
Ain't as tough as you thought. Hey you! Get over here before you get yourself killed.
No, you ain't got what I need.
Yes.
And you can't come stumbling around here looking like prey. These raps ain't had a bite to eat since their pods dropped from the look of it. And a desperate rapt is a dangerous rapt. You're kidding, right? Look, even if you did somehow prove to be dangerous or something vaguely approximating it, I still rather fancy my odds in a fight.
Dang, she is very confident in herself. Oh, they're tied now. Damn it.
Oh, that's a high-profile target. Huh. If she entrusted that to you, then I reckon we're on the same side. Or something like it. I'm Inez Silung, Auntie's choice. Former combat medic in the Enhanced Soldier Division. Now, menial troubleshooter. Minister Milver Street of Fairfield sent me here to retrieve some information. Not my most exciting assignment, but suppose we can't expect much with the stalemate on this island. I'll admit I was eager for some good hunting around here. My arm, my graft, needs some bolstering. But if the raps here are as weak as this one, it won't help me none. When there's paperwork, there's enemy secrets. And dropping Raptidons on the place is a quick way to stop any personnel keen on destroying those secrets before we find them.
Okay.
Stronger faith than if they survived. Allowing us to walk off with this intel would surely land any survivor in front of the firing squad. Or sentimental refreshment. As far as I can tell, it's the polite name for re-education camp. If you've got the misfortune of being protectorate, you live under the watchful eye of the Sentinels. You even think of stepping out of line, they pay you a visit and send you off. To where exactly, ain't sure. But you'll be getting obedience kicked into you. And apparently there's some highly sensitive intel about
now
mental
Newcastle
refreshment
scored on a
hereabouts.
corner.
The minister sent me here to find it. If you had, you'd know. Unless you're accustomed to seeing folk roaming around with exposed muscle fibers or stunted extra limbs on their backs. Other than punch a hole in my armor, cause Huel at the saloon to yell in consternation, not much, at present. I'm considered a liability. My graph's all wrong. Most everyone else who got one passed or became permanently incapacitated. So they shuttered the program. It was a total failure. Everyone in Fairfield reckons my time will come soon too. But I'm still mostly upright. For now. I
I just know I can do more for Auntie and for the war. It's just this damn contract. Unless I can amend it so I might fix my graft, proving myself ain't happening anytime soon. Weren't many of us grafted soldiers to begin with. To think I'm one of the lucky ones. No. Enhanced Soldier Division was the fancy public-facing name for the grafting program. And when I say it was shuttered, I mean completely fucking demolished. Bet they'd erase
That doesn't
it from
sound
financial
good.
records if they could. It was that much of an embarrassment. In the wake of such a failure, it's left us grafted folks with no support. I only been able to treat my own ailments thanks to Doc Tinsley in Fairfield. She worked for the program for a time. She's a good one.
Oh, somebody might have been offside. Let's hope.
If the graft were an imaginary boo-boo, I wouldn't be in this mess, friend. It's paperwork that's the problem.
Just thought I'd have some fun with that
You looked at the fine print of an
question.
employment contract lately? It says any action taken by a worker that could result in impeded work must be approved by the contract holder. Not only would trying to fix my graft impede my work, but it's also financially unviable, unproven, a risky investment. So I'm stuck with a limb that's slowly poisoning me. Could pursue fixing it myself were I out of my contract, but if I attempted to end it, I'd have to waive all employment rights for the next year.
You could come on my crew.
That's a non-starter. Law, no. The contract would just pass down the line of succession. It's a very long line. And anyway, I ain't a killer. No matter how much I fantasize about shutting him up when he goes on and on about how he's the father of capitalism reincarnated. Or lamenting that his mock apple martini ain't blended quite right. Ugh, never quite got the hang of those.
Spending a long
Let me put
time
it this way. If I was
on this review for the offside. I mean, I guess that's a good thing. When they spend a long time, it normally means that, hey, there might be something to it. Let's see if he draws the screen.
Ain't easy moving between companies. And I wasn't always with Auntie's choice. But that's a story for another time. Get the feeling you will. Go on now. There's probably plenty of Protectorate info waiting to be scooped up if you're keen. Just mind the wraps. I got what I came for, so I reckon it's time to see about my contract. Law knows I could use a lucky break.
Just me or
Damn
did
it.
Inez remind you of Helen? Tough like her. Shame she's with Auntie's choice.
Okay.
Enthusiastically neutralizing unfriendlies. Engaging combat protocols.
Guns cocked and loaded. Just give the signal.
Okay, just got another shock rod. Okay, 3 dead, 6 missing. Following retreat from Fairfield. 10. Okay. Well, we got what we needed. Maybe there's another way to get in there? No. Doesn't look like it, but here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna fast travel back to... Well, what I'm thinking is... You know, they came out with the same lineup here that beat Liverpool 3-0. And yet, they haven't been able to do anything today that matches up to that. Alright. So I'm going to save the game here. And we're going to go ahead and go for now. Okay. Dang it. Hold on a second. Okay. Yeah, that's going to do it for us today. So I got laundry. I got to take care of a few other things. So I'm going to go ahead and call it here. But thanks to everybody that came by. Anybody that was lurking around. I appreciate it. Sorry for the stream that's weird and different time of the day than normal. Basically, this was just easier for me to... since I didn't get to do it last night, we went to the mall, Ontario Mills. We spent like 2.5 hours there, tons of walking. And we were just dead on our feet by the time we got home. And I just didn't feel like streaming anything. So, we are going to try to do tonight. Although, we have to go back. I'm hoping we don't have to go all the way back to Ontario to do this. My wife bought like a sleeper short and top set from Spencer's. SpongeBob one that she liked. And... bought it, got a receipt, everything, right? Get home, I'm cutting the tag, cutting all the things off it so she could take it off the hangers. They never took the security seal off of it. Never took the security seals off of it. So we basically were left, I'm like, I can't pull this off. There'll be a die pack, right? And it's gonna explode all over the clothes. So we're going to try to see if we can take it to the local Spencer store that's like right here, like 10 minutes away from our house, 10, 15 minutes away, and see if they'll take the tag off if we bring them the receipt. I'm hoping they'll do it. But my fear is that they may tell us like, hey, you got to take it back to the store that you bought it from in order to do this. But we'll see. I'm gonna go over there and I'll ask them, see what they have to say, and if not, basically what I'll tell them is, okay, then I want to return it. So we'll see what happens with that. But that's going to do it for us today. So thanks everybody for watching. Have a great morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you're at. We will see you next time. Bye now.